Bam, what up, y'all? What up, y'all? So we have to do this recording over because the recording that we actually did in the airport, it didn't record right.
It said no audio.
It said no audio, like no audio recorded, and I kind of think that's my fault because my volume was down on my phone and we were such in a rush trying to record it, which is bad because that video was hype. We was like
hype because all the energy from everything that had happened, especially with Roland, we was like, let's go. We're ready.
Right, we was hype.
I was a little mad because Southwest did a little trifling stuff, but whatever. We won't talk about that too.
Right. All right. So what we're about to do now is give y'all the final review from the last day, which is all day Saturday, all the way up until Sunday. So we're going to talk a little bit. Basically, the first thing we're going to talk about is everything we did on Saturday. Now, I was knocked out sleep because I was supposed to go volunteer for the NABJ. They have like a volunteer project always on the Saturday of NABJ. And unfortunately, I wasn't able to go because
we woke up and it was literal. We woke up in feces. Like, we are not exaggerating. So I guess there was something. First of all, somebody said that New Orleans is a haunted city. I still don't understand how we're on the 19th floor and there's a sewage break and it's only our room. So there was literal sewage coming up from the toilet, like overflowing like a waterfall. Like TLC said don't go chasing waterfalls, and the waterfall came to us.
Yes.
It was in the bathtub and it was coming out of the sink.
Like literal shit, y'all. Like the tub was filled with brown shit. Okay, and dirty water, and it stank like stank booty. And it went all the way to literally to the middle of our room. Man, mind you, we got a suite. The whole room is stank. It's into the hallway and everything.
Imagine if, like, you know, because we were having an eventful trip. Imagine if, like, we made a mistake and left our phone on the floor. Like, it would have been in doo-doo water.
Imagine if we all would have left and went to volunteer at 7, because they said they was going to be there first thing in the morning. They didn't get there first thing in the morning, okay?
They didn't come until 10 o'clock.
They didn't come to 10 o'clock. They should have been, matter of fact, to be honest, when I called her the night before and told her that there was a little bit of stuff coming up the sink, and I don't know what it is, you should treat all plumbing issues as an emergency. She was like, you want us to come up now, or do you want us to come up in the morning? And I was like, don't really matter. You could come down or in the morning. Like, that should have been immediately treated as an emergency, because by the time, and then it wasn't even there first thing in the morning. First thing in the morning would have been 6 a.m., 7 a.m. Okay, and we could have probably been able to save some of our stuff, because some of our stuff got damaged, and we would have been able to save some of our stuff and hurry up and switch rooms and make it. And we couldn't even make it to our volunteer thing. They didn't even pop up to 10, and sewage was everywhere, and it freaking stank, y'all. So, y'all, I will show y'all some pictures of that later.
It really did smell. I feel like even if they had come the night before, or maybe even first thing in the morning, the issue could have been solved. Like, it wouldn't have been as urgent as it was, because when I tell you guys, it was all over the place, like all over the place. It was so bad.
Yeah,
so bad. And it
imagine what's that movie? The movie The Shining, where the blood was coming out and just like imagine a Shining, and imagine just seeing stuff out your toilet filling up the tub, overflowing it, and like literally as we were on the phone with them and they're on their way coming back up, it's still flowing onto the floor. All you can do is hear it flowing onto the floor. I got a full-length video. I may or may not post it, only because the Hilton took care of us, y'all. They took care of us. And that's all that matters, because there's only so much you can do. Like I said, especially if it was a ghost or something. It's only so much you can do. I mean, we was on the 19th floor and not the first floor, but they took care of us. They put us up in the suite. They even brought us a microwave, y'all. And they gave us a refund, because that stuff was literally traumatic to really be sitting there in feces.
No, to be honest, it really was traumatic. And the way that my bathroom is kind of set up, I turned the water on and I was like, I really hope I don't see any doo-doo. When I got back home, I was like, oh my God, like, this is crazy. Like, crazy. Honestly, I had, like, if she shows you the video, all my stuff is through the bathroom. I had half of mine to throw it away, but listen, we don't waste things. You know, we just spray a little on it and we keep it moving. But oh my God.
And me, I'm thinking it's just, at first, I was thinking that it was just water overflowing. So I'm stepping around, y'all, in my bare feet.
Yes.
Because I didn't even know bare.
I said, girl, you better go put some shoes on. It's doo-doo.
I really thought it was just water, but it was doo-doo. And the shit was going all the way, literally halfway through the room. So I'm just like, damn, this shit here. Then I look in the bathroom. I'm like, oh, heck no, y'all. This is shit. It's everywhere.
And then think about if we didn't get the upgraded room.
Right. We would have been all stuck in one little room with all our stuff engulfed. And I leave stuff on the floor. So
same.
All our stuff really would, like, more stuff would have been damaged than it already was. So that stuff was crazy. So they moved us upstairs. We got a nice big suite or whatever. And it was better. They had to bring us some extra beds because even though it was a suite, it really didn't even have the double beds that we had before.
Right, y'all. It kind of looked like Tasha and Ghost's apartment from Power. It kind of looked like that. So you know, me being who I am, I was like, beautiful. This is what we deserve. And I was kind of cutting up on the phone with them because I said, we need to discuss compensation because this right here is unacceptable. You know me, finesse queen. I was quick and ready to fight. And
see me, I was trying to be like just calm, cool, and collective. I'm like, you know, they know what's right, and I messaged the Hilton honors, and I'm just like, this not really like. Have you ever woke up in a bathroom with like shit on it? Like, but eventually, all that matters is that they took care of it, and I appreciate that. And that's one thing I could say that a lot of hotels probably wouldn't have did. They gave us our full refund back for the room, okay, for all 4 nights, and gave us free drink tickets and free breakfast tickets for the morning we left. So they compensated us because it could have really went to a whole nother level.
It really could have, because they know that we have video evidence and video footage, and not saying we could have been really nasty and we could have, you know, posted those videos because we're journalists. So like we have somewhat of a following. So a lot of people would have seen it. It would have gone viral. And honestly, it could have been another like United Airlines situation. And I feel like whoever works with the Hilton, they saw that and they did what was right. They did what was right.
Right. So moving on from that, after we finally got together in our room and we finally was able to get ourselves situated, even though we all was, I mean, y'all, we was moving so quick. The bellhops was helping us. By the time we got into our room and got officially settled, was able to get everything in there, we tried to see if we can catch our other like workshop, which was the Arts and Entertainment Sports Task Force. And of course we missed it, but it's like, okay, whatever, fine. It's Saturday. Let's try to go out in these streets and see what we can find. So we kind of roamed the streets a little bit, you know, in New Orleans, y'all. They let y'all walk around with drinks. So, right. What was the name of that place we hit up?
Wet Willie's, Willie.
Yeah, it was Willie.
And I don't even remember which street they're on, but they're like on that like main street, like by Canal, by Royal, all them streets over there in that area.
Right. It basically was all in walking distance of the hotel, downtown New Orleans.
Right. So, you know, now that I think about it, and then after we did that, we went to Studio B, which is, you guys have ever seen Queen Sugar? It's an art gallery where all the art is basically like super, like black. I don't know what other way to describe it. Like they have paintings of like Audre Lorde quotes, of Jean-Michel Basquiat quotes, Nina Simone. And it's like very urban because he uses bright colors. It's like spray paint. Honestly, it was really beautiful and it made me like very emotional. Especially with everything that is the cultural climate that we live in, especially what's going on in Charlottesville, what has gone on around the world relating to Black people and how our lives matter. How our lives matter. Wait, and then we also got we are our ancestors' wildest dreams shirt.
Yeah, if y'all seen the famous T-shirt, it was a picture of it on Ava DuVernay, where she had a picture of it. So they sell the shirts there. They were like $30, but they was well worth it because they did thick, good type of shirts, and it says "I am my ancestors." And girl, let me tell you, going through the airport with that shirt on, I had people eyeing me, white people looking at me like, I'm like, yeah, I am my ancestors' wildest dream because my ancestors were slaves. So tell me, where is the lie? Where's the lie?
Y'all stop me when I stop telling the truth.
Okay. Exactly. Exactly. So, and then a little crazy lady on the one of the little stewardess on the plane gonna say, "Oh, I like your shirt. I am my ancestors' wildest dream." She gonna say, change that word wildest to what horrific dream or something. I'm like, dang lady, why are you talking about? She's talking about herself. She was talking about that she was her ancestors' horrific dream.
That's a little crazy, but I mean, hey, whatever, you know. I don't have any comments to say to that because whatever, man.
Right. Right.
Sure.
Exactly. Well, we had fun at there. And our Uber driver.
He was actually kind of cute. What was his
No,
name?
not that one. The one with the bat. The
Oh
one
my
with
God.
the bat.
Okay, so first things first, I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I can always finesse things. I thought that we could walk there, but now thinking back about it, that place was literally like
Far.
my language bumfuck. Like it's literally a warehouse.
Yo, she had me out there about to lose 20 pounds, okay? Walking places. I'm like, Lord, I could make it.
We was about to lose all the weight that we gained from during the trip on that walk. So, and it was hot too. So basically like halfway down the road, I was just like, you know what, we can't walk, so let me call a Lyft. So we called a Lyft, and his name was Tommy. Shout out to Tommy, Uncle Tom Tom. He was crazy, okay? I mean, in a good way though.
Yeah, he was crazy in a good way.
He was wearing a shirt that said "Still My President," and Barack Obama was on the front of his shirt. And then he said, y'all see what's happening in Charlottesville? That's why I keep a bat in my car. Literally got out of the car and showed us his baseball bat.
Yes, he did. Oh my God. It was a big bat, y'all, too. It did got out the car like he was ready for a photo op.
Like, I'm ready for it. Mind you, before I tried to catch him on Snapchat because I'm making a vlog, you know, a little video diary of like everything that happened. And he was like, no, you know, you messy.
Yes, he said you messy.
He did say that I was messy. No, I'm not. I just like to.
It's 9 o'clock.
Okay, capture moments. But anyway, yeah, that was a very good experience. And then fast forward to dinner. You want to talk about dinner, Prina?
Yes, we can talk about dinner. So for dinner, we basically kind of went to dinner with, what was the name of that place?
Denny's Seafood.
Denny's Seafood.
Iberville Road.
Right. So we went to Denny's Seafood with our president of the Tampa Bay Association of Black Journalists. So that's basically where most of us are members of. If y'all know, our original member of Tampa Bay Association of Black Journalists, and I kind of in a way pulled everybody together to go to this conference. So us being there, yeah, I don't want to take out the credit, but you know, I kind of put us all together. And then Rod was like, right, and Rod is the president of that chapter, and he kind of got all of us together, kind of do what do you call a debriefing, kind of to see how things were going for us or whatever the case may be. So I mean, the food there was okay.
Yeah,
but it's a popular spot.
Good food, but it just wasn't food for us. I really think that we just needed some like good old barbecue chicken and some rice and maybe some mac and cheese. Ooh, that would have been good.
If there's some lobster mac and cheese, that probably would have been good.
Right, I would have been fine, chilling. You know when like restaurants be a little bit too extra with the way they, you know, yeah, it was just like that. And plus we waited a long time, but
yeah, we waited like an hour.
We did.
And I guess, and you know, that was my first time ever having soft shell crab, and it was no different than regular crab because he didn't have his shell on him, and he was deep fried, but he still had like that thin layer that almost about thin as plastic, and you still, it wasn't good. You still had to pick through and look for meat. I'm like, no, thank you. I eat these sweet potato fries though.
Right. I
would have been good staying at Drago's and just get me one of them lobster lollipops.
To be 100%. Dang, I didn't go back there.
You see?
Shoot, that thing was so good. Oh my gosh. Like the food there was so good, even though we didn't finish it. It was so good. Like,
right.
So good.
Exactly.
And then, you know,
that's when we was at dinner actually. That's when Rob was asking us, the debriefing part was basically about what did we get from NABJ and how was it for us? So we kind of went around to each table and asked each of us. And so, like, Dada, what did you tell him that you got from it?
I feel like I told him the workshops were probably my favorite part. Just having access to people that you look up to, hear them talk about like their struggle or not struggle, or like just basically their experience coming up into the media world. And like, honestly, the whole token from this convention career fair experience was that honestly, it's going to take hard work to get you where you want to go. But like, once you put in those hours, like, and once you remember why you're doing what you're doing, like, you'll be okay. You will be okay.
Yep, you will be okay. And like basically from the convention, what I got from it, because I actually had a lot of interviews at this convention, like a lot of interviews and a lot of sit downs. So I'm like, somebody better hire me.
Right. Honestly,
hire me.
We need to make sure to say that. Hire me. Like, what's good?
Right. Like, whatever. Look, I got you. I really think that sometimes people, yeah, you can look at a person's resume and say, oh, they got experience in X, Y, Z. But look, I could get more experience if just one of y'all companies give me a chance to show y'all that I'm not only extra, but I could be extra. Like, I be being nice extra, but I could be extra. Like they're being employee of the month.
We're hustlers. Like
right.
That's why we are our ancestors' wildest dreams, because like we make things shake, we finesse them, we make it happen. What's happening, babe? That's what we do, okay? That is
this one, y'all. This one right here. Finesse queen. Finesse queen, y'all. So we did our little debriefing with him, and then we basically went back to the hotel. We was gonna go to the Detroit NABJ kickoff. They always do this every year because whatever city is going to host next year's NABJ, they always do like a kickoff party. That's where I got this shirt from. It was only $20. So it will be in the Motor City next year. So see, I got my display, so that will be my third NABJ. It's probably going to be a red badge next year, seeing that this got red on it, but who knows. And of course, I got the little cup and stuff too. Y'all can see you got the little cup. Plus, mainly because that's my city. But they did a Detroit kickoff party where they had the Better Made chips and the chili cheese dogs. But we wasn't trying to go.
No, we were tired. We were tired. We were just trying
to. You was rolled up in the corner like, I'll go out if I want to, but we ain't got to.
Right. And everybody who knows me knows that I don't want this to have a negative connotation, but I'm like always on. Like, I'm just always ready to like party and dance. Not in a negative way. I like having a good time, like seeing other people have a good time. Like, literally, you know that like I'm upset or somebody did me wrong if we're at like a function, like out and about, and I'm in the corner somewhere, like just looking at everybody like,
right, something ain't right.
Right. Something wrong with it. And then after dinner, we just turned in for the night. We packed up our things, we just laughed and talked or whatever. And then in the morning, we had breakfast and then packed up our things to go. We called a Lyft. And even though we were a little bit salty that the Lyft canceled on us.
Oh, y'all, wait a minute. Let's talk about this, okay? Because y'all know we woke up early in the morning to go catch the free breakfast that they gave us. But man, I'm literally texting Lyft like we on our way down there. We're coming right now. And do y'all know that this Lyft driver had the nerve to cancel our Lyft before we even got downstairs? So
right.
Go ahead.
After she messaged him, he canceled the Lyft. First of all, he was probably not trying to make no money, but you know what? We thank you, whoever you are, mysterious Lyft driver, because Caprina literally opens up her phone to call another Lyft, and I hear behind me. Well, first of all, we were downstairs and we saw Roland Martin like walking back and forth, and then he goes, "Y'all going to the airport?" So I turn around and I'm like, "You're not talking to us."
Right. And I'm really not paying attention to
right. I'm like, we're trying to get to the airport while he talking to us. Like, okay, you Roland Martin, but okay. Then he goes, "Yeah, I'm talking to y'all. Are y'all going to the airport? Come on."
Right. And then like as we're walking to the car, yo, I text my husband, I text my sisters. I updated my status and said something amazing is happening right now. Like I'm super geek, like, but we know you got to keep that fangirl down. So we just acting like, yeah, this is right. Let's go. This right.
Like we supposed to be her.
Right.
basically, he had like a driving service, and he had an SUV basically, and I mean it's only one person, so he asked myself, Prina, and somebody else, another student. His name is Stefan Anderson. Shout out to him.
Shout out to Stefan Anderson.
Right, he wants to be an ESPN reporter, so shout out to him. I don't know his Twitter handle off the top of my head right now, but I know he recently followed me. So whenever I get that, I'm gonna big him up because I feel like he don't big himself up enough. But yes,
yeah, he was kind of quiet. Like we never got a chance to sit with each other on a plane, like our plane to, because our plane was too crowded. And then the second plane, basically, my transfer was like 10 minutes. I had to run to the next plane. They was about to leave my ass.
Oh my God.
Yeah, I ended up getting stuck between two people, and I was like, I couldn't even fall asleep. Like, I was mad, but I was like, whatever. But I was texting him, like, I'm going to be on you on your YouTube channel. You need to put that stuff together. Like, I didn't understand how you got a master's degree, and you already haven't figured out that you need to start your YouTube channel and act like you got a job until you get that job with ESPN.
Right.
So I hope he start that channel because, look, if you need some help producing, I don't know sports, but I could Google it.
Right. I'm dead. Listen, I don't know, but I can. That's, you know what? I really think that it might be time for some of us to invest in a t-shirt line, because there have been things that have been said during this weekend that literally need to be on a t-shirt. Like, for example, me.
Right.
Closed mouths do not get fed. That was literally, I probably said that about 3 times a day because I would give people scenarios. I'd be like, maybe we should try so-and-so. And the other person would be like, I don't think it'll work. And I said, closed mouths don't get fed. And then the person came through. So what? You can thank me now.
Exactly. Exactly. So we was on that. We was basically the first, literally, no lie, the first 5 minutes, y'all, we was sitting on this in the car with Roland Martin, and we are dead silent. I mean, you can hear a pin drop. I started texting Dada like, oh, don't be quiet now, right? I'm like, don't be quiet now. And she like, I know.
Well, I was really nervous. I didn't know what to say because I know.
Hey, y'all, listen. Don't nothing make Dada nervous, okay? She didn't talk to every Lyft driver we had, talk to random people. We get in the car with Roland Martin. This chick on silence. I'm like, okay. So first thing she thought was like, all right, let's talk to the guy.
Right.
Talking to the guy.
Right. What I really wanted to do is I wanted to show Roland the video I had of him strolling.
Right.
That's really what I wanted to do, but I didn't know how he would feel about it.
Right. Because she sent me a message like, should I show him the video of him strolling? We probably should have, and it could have changed like the attitude of the car, but we was just like low-key starstruck. We just was like, well, this is a chance for us to talk about what we do and what we're into, and maybe he'll remember us. So of course, as soon as we got in the car and we started talking, because y'all know Roland Martin stay up with his social media. Like I be trying to tell people, stay up with y'all social media, get your following up. He pulled that camera up, y'all, and took a picture of us. He posted on Instagram, Facebook, and Twitter. Okay.
But upset because that picture was very dark. Okay. Yeah. And Roland, we are all Black people. Little light to shine upon our face.
But hey, we was in the front seats like,
with our airport attire on.
Right. Airport attire. I done took my wigs off, girl.
No.
My natural hair.
No dimension. Just looking like we whirled up out of bed. Okay.
Right. For real.
Opportunity knocks, you better open the door no matter.
It was really meant to be, because no lie, y'all, it was like Uber driver canceled, Roland Martin came through. It was awesome. So we basically was talking, and then Dada, shout out to Dada, she started talking me up like, this girl do everything. Okay. She right, she radio, I'm like, my nigga.
No, but you do everything, and not only do you do everything, but you're actually good at it too. Like,
right. I'm like, oh my God.
Gotta big up my girl, like, hello.
Right. And then tell me why. So we finally get to the airport, and of course, because I was sitting directly behind Roland, I told him one more time, like, thank you very much again, Roland, and like tapped him on his shoulder, like, thank you again. And he was like, no problem. And then his driver helped us get the stuff out the car. I'm like, I know this driver didn't just say have a nice life. Like, I said, yeah, he was like, all right, have a nice life. I'm like, maybe he said have a nice flight.
Maybe.
Yeah, maybe he said have a nice flight, because that would have been rude to say have a nice life.
Extremely rude, but I mean, he's not lying, because the chances, well, you know what? Listen.
I can't even say that, because this is my third time seeing Roland Martin in person, face to face, in 1 year. Last year, I seen him at the other NABJ, randomly out the blue, standing next to me, and we took a picture. Then I became his program, his PA or production assistant when he was in Tampa, which was super random. Like, I got that email in the middle of the night.
Right.
Here it is again. So, look, third time's the charm for me, and I'm taking it as a sign.
Right. I mean, anything can happen. Just like the fact that, like, I was literally at South by Southwest in March, and I was waiting. You know, if you don't know anything about me, you know that I love Solange with all of my heart and soul and every fiber of my being. So I was waiting in line to see her, and I was waiting in line with somebody else. Well, it was like a group of us. You know, we became a family. And like after that, I never saw her again. And then literally, like, I saw her during this time, and she works for CNN. Like, literally anything can happen in life. You just gotta keep your eyes and ears open, okay? Don't let stuff pass you by.
That's it. And then so once we got to the airport, of course, y'all know, if y'all seen the other two videos, we tried to record a live video there, but the freaking video, first of all, I think I had my volume down, but then that Wi-Fi wasn't even good. So that recorded in 2 parts. So it just was a sham. So we like, dang, we're gonna have to figure out a way to record the last day, you know, like this. So that's why we're here. But then Dada, y'all, what y'all don't know is her flight actually wasn't until 9 o'clock at night.
Right. Don't ask me why or how. But the reason I had went to the airport was because I thought that I could just check my bags in and then go about my business, because my friend actually, they stay in New Orleans, so I haven't seen them in a long time. So I was like, you know what, I'm gonna just go to the airport, drop my bags off, and then like say bye to Prina, and then, you know, go and explore for the day. You know, things don't always go as planned. It turns out that you can only check your bags in up to 4 hours before. And because of 9/11 restrictions and things like that nature and safety, you can't leave your bags anywhere in the airport unless they've gone through security. So I basically had to shuttle my bags all the way down to the 9th Ward, because that's where she works at, Ali K Academy. It's a beautiful, beautiful facility in the middle of the 9th Ward. So it's like a beautiful facility with like all these houses that were like basically destroyed by Hurricane Katrina around. But that was a humbling experience, just like driving through and actually seeing the real like New Orleans, you know. And then after that, we got po' boys, like original po' boys, and again daiquiris again. And she took me to the airport, and I said my final goodbyes.
Yeah, so that was crazy. Good that you got to see the 9th Ward and stuff, like, though, low key, because that's where you know, Master P, you know, Hot Boys, they all from there. So if y'all missed this video or didn't get a chance to see this video, you should be able to see it retweeted on Twitter and Facebook with the hashtag NABJ17. You should be able to see it anywhere online. Of course, and it's also going to be reposted
by me.
It's going to be reposted by Dada
at DADAVIALEXENA, literally spelt the way it sounds. If I know you know how to read, I know you know phonetics, so just sound it out. And I just spelt it. Like, come on, boo, you know what it is. Like,
right, exactly. I hope they can't see our notes on the recording. I don't think they can.
I mean, we're just talking about notes. It's not like we said anything crazy, you know?
Right, that's true. That's
like
true.
Our text message threads be
right. Erase, delete.
Oh my God, anyway.
Yeah. All right. So anyway, okay. Yeah, Chris, I got a production assistant in the studio with me. Right, and he's showing me us how we look right now on live, and it's not showing our notes.
Oh, okay, beautiful.
So, we good. And it's like delayed. I can see ourselves. So it's perfect. Okay. So you guys, that was our video. We're going to try to do this as often, if not once a week, at the least once a week. We want to start to talk about more stuff. If you like this, make sure you retweet it, Re-hashtag it, watch it, show somebody, show your auntie. If you got a cousin that work at CNN.
Right. Okay, listen. No, on the realest of realist keys, please listen. We just graduated. We are fresh faced. We literally be on social media all the time. Like literally, we are the people you need to hire. Like we have great personalities. Plus, we're pretty. Like honestly, we don't show somebody who can do something.
Okay, and everybody don't look the same. We not no cookie cutter females.
Right.
Don't look cookie cutter. We all different. Cause she's freaking Amazon, and I'm like 5'5". So make sure y'all follow us everywhere online. Of course, like I said, we will be promoting this all of our social media and Twitter, but by the hashtags. And of course, make sure you comment below if you want to have any questions about NABJ, what it is, what's the point of it, how to join it, all that stuff. I'm going to put all that information at the bottom so you guys can have it. If you are interested in any form of media and you are a minority, listen, NABJ will change your life.
NABJ, NAHJ, AAJ. Like, there's so many organizations for us, by us, to help us, like, get, you know, ahead. Like, come on, there's really no reason why you shouldn't be a part of these organizations. Like,
because you change the color of media, you change the way the world is, plain and simple.
Oof, that's a line.
Okay. That's a lie.
That's a word.
So, my social media, you guys, I'm gonna pull up my Snapchat too. You guys can follow me anywhere online at hashtag the Pri Party. Almost died.
Oh my God. So airborne? What's going on?
I sucked in too fast.
Ooh, I was nervous.
So you can follow me anywhere online at the hashtag the Pri Party. That's hashtag ThePriParty. Party. Hashtag the Pri Party. You can find me on Instagram at _, you, the letter U, not _, or the Pri Party, of course, on Instagram and on Twitter. It's only one Deprina. Y'all don't know a lot of Deprinas. Y'all can just Google Deprina and not Derprina. Don't be petty. And then Dada.
Facebook. Well, Facebook is my actual name, Dada V. Antonio. Antonio spelled with the H. Yes, I know it's weird. Don't ask me no questions about it. But Twitter, Snapchat, Instagram is at Dada V Alexina, DADAVIALEXENA. Just look for a picture of a pretty bald girl. That is me. And then also at
I'm trying to see if y'all can see that Instagram, that Snapchat. I'm gonna just hold it still for a second. 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, go ahead and follow me on Snapchat. If you couldn't do it like that, you can follow me on Snapchat as Your Deprina. YOURDEPRINA. Because I'm yours. I'm trying to sing like you, Dada. I'm yours.
Anyway, I can't wait till I get my voice back so I can actually start to sing.
Yes, y'all. Y'all see our voices gone. That means the turn up was real.
I need a day where I just don't talk. It's also because we wasn't drinking water on this trip because it was hard to find some water.
Yes. We was stealing water from events. We was grabbing water from everything.
And you know what? It's okay. I don't want to tell on myself.
Right. All right, y'all. So,
bye.
I'm up here trying to snap at the same time. Oh shit. I may have taken sentence to the wrong person. I can't unsee it.
Okay.
Oh no. I don't even know. Oh no.
You cannot. Oh
well. I'll just say my bad. I didn't mean to send that. Anyway, y'all can check us out. Overtime, of course, we try to get some consistency, but of course we're gonna keep on trying making videos. And of course, like I said earlier, Dada gonna put this on her channel, and also make sure y'all look forward to the what?
Weekly debrief.
Okay, the weekly debrief. And of course, make sure y'all follow her channel too, her YouTube channel, because she's gonna start doing some more with that. And of course, her Do It For The Culture podcast.
Yes, boo. Like, honestly, I'm just going to be consistent. I'm not going to be one of them people who say they're going to do stuff and then don't do it. Because another thing that I learned from this conference is do not wait for the opportunity to come to you. Act like you have a job in media until you actually have a real job in media.
And that is the main key. So I'm going to wake up tomorrow morning. I'm going to watch the news. I'm going to decide what's newsworthy. I'm going to do a blog post on those top 5 stories. And I'm going to make me one video for the day and edit that video and put it on my freaking channel and see if I can make it somewhat of go like a viral or do the words. You know the videos that people do with the words that come across to explain what happened? Mm-hmm. Like a BuzzFeed video or something, do something like that. So definitely got to keep it moving. And of course, did you apply to any of those jobs already?
No, not yet. Today was my
relax day.
Oh yeah, because I didn't get back like home until like maybe o'clock.
Oh yeah.
Cause I didn't tell you my flight was delayed.
Yeah, mine got delayed too, like 35 minutes. So that's why I ended up having to run to my last flight. So I know you got home late. When you was like, I'm leaving now, I'm like, and then the 2 hours from Orlando.
Mm-hmm.
So you had to not get home 2:30, 3 o'clock?
It was more like it's like 1, maybe 1. I honestly don't even remember what time. I just know it was dark and nobody was awake.
Right. Exactly. Dark and nobody was awake. So, but anyway, y'all, we will be back next week. Make sure y'all check us out for the next week's debrief. Holla!
Holla!